So basically, we are left with the last one, ladies and gentlemen. The versatile system applied in the real world. Okay. Just now, what song did I play? What song did I play, ladies and gentlemen? I asked you before, last week. What song did I play? What song did I play just now? The Crash Landing on You OST. Do you know Crash Landing on You? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. You don't know. I thought you all like to watch drama. No. Am I the only one watching drama here? Right? Oh, did I introduce myself using Korean drama before? No. Do you want to hear? Really? Really? Okay. Really, man? Some students say I come from the stars. Other students say I'm descendants of the sun. Right. But I prefer myself to be the general manager of Hotel Del Luna, hiring a secretary known as Secretary Kim. Okay, that's my introduction. So my fifth wife should be like Secretary Kim, if you know who is Secretary Kim. Okay, that's my intro. Today, let's just go to our economic system. Oh, I recorded that part. Anyway, because of scarcity, right? Let's do a quick summary again. Because of scarcity, we have to fix choices. Oh, by the way, before we start, today I'm going to turn on pre-class activities, chapter 2. Pre-class activities, chapter 2 will have MCQ and MAQ. This is the pre-class. Go to the, let me go to the student preview for a while. Make a quick announcement first. If you go to the assessment info, right? Click on assessment info. Currently is empty, right? Currently is empty, right? Later, I'm going to turn on. I turn on now in front of you. Later you say I never turn on, right? Now I turn on the chapter 2 pre-class activities. It will be involving market. Okay, it will be involving market. Now I'll make it available. You have to watch the video inside here first. Inside the topic slides, for you to download the TS 2.1, at the same time, you have to watch this video, market prologue. After you watch the video, market prologue, you have to go to the assessment. Go to assessment. Okay. Then you will see pre and post class activities. Pre and post class activities. Click on pre and post. You will see pre-class activities. I will hide the post first, in case you do wrongly. Right? Then you will see chapter 2. Once you see chapter 2, you must do the market interaction. Do the pre-chapter 2 market interaction after you watch the video. All my questions are based on the video, so you can get the answer from the video. This is pre-class. Pre-class means before I start the chapter, before I start the topic, you all do first. Right? Do some revision. Not revision. Just discover a little bit of knowledge. Right? Then you do this question. This question will be 1% of your pre-class. Yeah, week 3 already, started already. Okay, 1% only. For you, 1% is nothing, right? Okay. How many of you agree? 1% is nothing to you. What did I say? But be careful, because let me repeat one more time. The e-learn system will not tell you this question is a multiple choice question or this question is the multiple answer question. All right. Multiple choice question is a button form. Repeat one more time. Multiple choice is a button form. After you click one, like A, and you change your mind, you want to click to B, the A will disappear. The answer for A, button form will disappear. Make sense? Make sense? Do I need to show you? Don't you, right? Cannot show also because the question. MAQ, multiple answer, is checkbox form. You must know these two before you do. Right? Checkbox means what? I can click 1 only, I can click 2 only, I can click 3, I can click 4, I can click 1, 2, 3, I can click 2, 3, 4, I can click 1, 2, 4, I can click 1, 2, 3, 4. the checkbox tick will not disappear after you select another one. Make sense? The question will not tell you this is a multiple answer question. You have to look at the shape of your answer, button or checkbox. Okay, that's a brief admin stuff. Any question on this? No? All right, cool. Let us just go back to our own whiteboard. So we just give you a brief summary. I don't want to draw again. So we did concave, increasing opportunity cost, the most realistic model. We already finished off decreased OC, which is convex, right? Because of specialization, we also did constant opportunity cost, which is very rare in the real world. Okay, these are the shapes, three types of PBC, 3 shapes. How many shapes? How many shapes? 3, you know, In here, there are 8 diagrams. How many diagrams? For the shift. For the shift, there are 8, right? If you've already gone through the tutorial 1.0, by right, you should know by now, you should know how to draw. Some of you missed the label already. -2 mark just for PPC and PPC1, PPC2, right? Some of you missed the country name, -0.5 mark. All right, you have to train yourself to write label every time. Draw one line, write the label. Draw another curve, write the label. Before you draw everything, then you write label, because you will forget. Okay, make sense? So there are 8 diagrams. The left-hand side is the shift outward due to economic growth. We also have the shift in one edge. One is vertical shift, one is horizontal shift in one edge due to their economic growth and technology, right? We have the shift inward. Shift inward is due to disaster, natural disaster, man-made disaster, right? We also have the shift inward vertically and horizontally. This is due to disaster only for one product, right? Only for one product, right? You will see some of the questions inside the tutorial questions. They already cover some of this, right? And the last two is contemporary. They are contemporary shifts. They involve in and out together, shifting in and out together, right? It happens in the real world, right? It happens in the real world. So in, out depends on which side is the economic growth, which side is the disaster. All right, then you just draw accordingly. Don't need to label twice. Just label on one side like PPC0, PPC1. Don't need to label on the left and right side. Just label on one side, okay, for the PPC0. Okay, that's what we covered so far. Any question on this? No? Okay. Hey, you say one, no, not me, oh. You say no question, oh. So today we're going to do lecture 7 already. Pretty fast, right? I don't know why someone asked me when is the assessment, when is the progress review. Hey, I thought you all watched my YouTube already. Why you ask me that question? Never watch my YouTube, meh? Huh? When is it? You all don't know, meh? Right? So now, same thing. Because of scarcity, government will have to make choices, right? How they make choices? They cannot just say today it depends on my mood, right? Today my ex prime minister wife, hippopotamus, right? Say I want to buy a bag, so I use all the money to buy the bag. I do use all the resources to produce Hermes bag for her. Impossible. It's not based on mood. It's based on something, right? They have to make choices based on what? Huh? Based on limited, yeah, this is because of limited resources, right? Based on what? Based on priority. How do I know which one is priority? Of course, obviously, your prime minister ex-wife is the priority, right? The hippopotamus is the main priority already, right? So how the ex-prime minister make choices? They have to answer 3 questions, right? 3 economics questions, yeah. 3 economic questions, which are what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Right? Makes sense. They have to answer these three questions every day, every second. Right? What to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Right? But every country, they answer these three questions differently. They answer these three questions differently. Pay attention. No sleeping. Can you help me to slap him? Help me to slap him. Yeah. Frank side. Yeah. Yeah, the admin say I cannot slap students, ma. They never say I ask students to slap students. Do you agree? How many of you agree? Agree or not? Agree, huh? So wake up, Otherwise, I ask your friend to slap you, and next time you can get the revenge. Next time when she sleep, when he or she sleep, okay? Alright? So I always bend the rules, one. Okay? There are no rules for me. Okay. What to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. All the countries in the world, how many countries we have in the world? Huh? Not bad, 100 and? Around there, 196, right? 197. Okay. Maybe one country separate already. So 196 countries, right? They have to decide what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. But because they decide differently, so we categorize them as three economic systems. Make sense? Okay. The first type is capitalism or market economy or free market system. The second type is socialism, planned economy, common economy. The third type is mixed economy. All right, we are going to go through that one by one. The first type is the socialism. Right, you need to know all the different terms to describe the same economy, right? Because the class may ask you socialism, but you only remember plan. Then you don't know how to answer socialism. Actually, they are the same thing, for example, right? Then the question asks you comment, but you only remember socialism. Then you don't know how to answer also. So as student, you have to know the three terms only, right? Plan, socialism, common economy. They sound similar also, right? Okay. This is when the central government decide how to control all the resources, right? They decide how to control all the resources, right? And they are allocated and distributed by government, right? Typical example is North Korea. What Korea? North Korea. So why did I play the song just now? Crash landing on you, why? Huh? How many of you actually really watched that drama, Crash Landing on You? Only one, two, three. That's all. Why you watch, you all do? You all don't watch drama. You all play games, Play games only, Okay. Then I have to explain the story to you, Okay, it involves, right? Okay, let me just explain using my shameful drawing. Okay. So it involves a pretty girl. Then today the pretty girl say, today I'm going to do paragliding. This is a billionaire, right? Billionaire pretty girl. Today I'm going to do paragliding. But don't know why, when the day she jumped off the cliff, right? I don't know where's the cliff or not, right? Suddenly there's a strong wind of blow. Oh, I don't know it's hurricane or whatever. Blow until phew, from South Korea. From South Korea, no. Bro, from South Korea until she hung herself on the tree of North Korea. Like this is her, This is her now. Like that, with the paragliding, the parachute here, right? Okay. Then a very handsome guy saw him. This is the North Korea army, the soldier. Okay, something like that, right? Then because she has a crash, now she has a crush. Wow, very complicated one, right? Crash and crush, right? Then landing on him, landing on the guy, So this, after that, involve the story regarding the North Korea. That's why I show you this song, right? Right, North Korea thing. Make sense? Make sense so far? Okay. Sorry about my drawing. Right? If you understand, you understand. If you don't understand, never mind. Go and watch the drama yourself. Okay. So inside the North Korea happens a lot of stuff. She found out in North Korea, this girl, you know this girl? This woman here. Right? What's the name? I also don't know. You know? Don't know. This woman, now in the real life, really got married with him. Oh my God, yeah. So messy, yeah. Right? Like the descendants of the son also get married later, get divorced. Very complicated, the life. Right? Well, this one must be Miss Lim. Miss Lim. Wow, really late. It's not ordinary late. First time, late. Second time, 9 a.m. considered absent already, you know. Okay. So I was talking about crash landing on you. Miss Lim, you know what's crash landing on you? Drama? No. I don't have time to repeat that. Okay, next time. So she found out when she landed on that Korea, the North Korea, she found out that this country only can produce basic things. Right? Basic things. What basic things? Food. Clothing, very basic. You cannot have different colors of clothing, right? Like this guy and this girl here, they are late for class, right? Straight bang, boom, boom, late already, right? In North Korea, because they are late for half hour, right? Make sense? First time, first time I mark you as late. Next time I must say absent after half hour, right? Make sense? Sleeping in the class, bang, settle, basic things, right? Because they don't need low quality stuff. No, they always produce the basic, which is the low quality stuff, right? They produce, if you need rice, they only produce rice. They don't produce other stuff. They don't produce brown rice. They don't produce chia seeds. Chia seeds for what? Come on, right? Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. They don't produce peanut. Who eat the bird food? Come on, basic things. Right. Second, how to produce. They think that they are always using the most efficient technique to produce. Most efficient technique, right? Most efficient technique as in, because they only produce basic things for the citizens, so they move all the resources to produce what they want using the most efficient technique, right? If their country always aim for weapons, mostly decorative. So they use all the metal rather than produce shower, rather than produce cars, they use the metal to produce guns using the most efficient techniques. Make sense? Right? They think they're efficient, but nowadays we all know that they are not really efficient. Right? But North Korea is still very efficient because they produce very great weapons. Right? For home to produce, right? For home to produce is a very special one. Although it looks like in the North Korea, right, everyone should be the same, right? But higher wages and salary citizens still consume more. Right. My question to you is why? I thought when they produce roads, right, everyone can use the roads, Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? No phones anymore, no phones. Later I check your homework. Okay. If they produce fire service, everyone also get fire service. Why the rich get to consume more? Any idea? Lick Joe? Any idea? Huh? They don't pay more, they pay the same. You pay more for roads, man? Do you pay more for roads? The government build road for you, or do you pay? You pay for fire service, man? You pay for police? Income tax, through income tax. I see. But income tax, normally the rich, they don't pay income tax. That's the problem. So who pay the tax? Actually, the poor pay more tax. Then why the rich get to consume more? Anyone? Anyone? Yes. Yes. Okay. What you say, right? What's your name, really? What's your name? Tinit. Right. For example, using road, right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the road, lah. Tinit say, this is the road. Road law like that, law. Do you see the knock? Do you see the crash landing on you, drama? No. Ayo. You know who used the road? The army and the rich one use the road only, right? Let me show you. Let me show you. Crash landing on you. The guy saved the girl using the motor. It's Harley Davidson motor, no, not simply some ordinary motor. Using the motor, save the girl using the motor. All right, let's play some clip, lah. Where's the guy saving the girl motor one? Ayo, I don't know how to find. The guy saved the girl, lah. Let's put like that. No, this one is commit suicide one. Hey, where's the motor one? Cannot find. Oh my god. Saving scene. Let's see. This one. You see, the entire roads don't have other cars on, you know. Wow, so handsome, you see. Oh, wow, like that. Wow, like that, you know. This is how he saved the girl. Anyway, do you see the entire road don't have cars? Because the poor cannot buy car. Who use the road? You know what the poor use inside the road, inside the North Korea? Bicycle and walking. So we just imagine nowadays, the poor use bicycle only here. What is the surface area you use? Yeah, the government build roads for you to use, right? How much surface area you use for the road and walking? Another poor one use walking, right? Then the rich one use what? Car, here. Wow. With the bulldozer army type tank, right? And with the Harley Davidson motor. Who use the Harley Davidson and the bulldozer? The rich. Makes sense. So although the government produce for all, however, the higher wage will get more, get the consumer. Make sense? Make sense? Don't make sense. I'll give you one more. Right? Let's say this is you. Just now who came in? Who came in just now? Toilet. You're late until now. What's your name? Oh my, huh? Isabel. Oh my god, too late already, Isabel. Cannot this one. Cannot give chance already, this one. First time still give you chance. Next time it will not be late or it will be absent. Isabel. Wow, this is very late. Right? I give you, let's say Isabel. Okay, normally I use the late one as example. Don't get offended. Right? Isabel is a very rich girl. Right? Isabel, very rich girl. Isabel. How to draw? Okay. Something like that. Sorry, not very good in drawing. Right. Okay, this is Isabel. Isabel is a very rich girl. Wearing Gucci dress. Oh, Gucci. Right. Getting a Hermes bag. Hermes. Like that. Right? And there's another ordinary girl. Don't even have the money to buy specs. Very pity. Right? I want to say don't wear shirt, but it will be too naked. So wear a little bit of shirt. Right? With a little bit of tear and wear and tear. Like that. And carry plastic bag. This is another girl, right? So if you're a kidnapper, right? Ladies and gentlemen, just put yourself in a kidnapper shoe. Which one will you rob? This girl or this girl? First one, raise your hand. Who will rob the first one? Kidnapper pula. Oh, kidnapper should be who will catch the first one? Who will catch the first one? You will catch the first one, right? Who will catch the second one? You catch the second one. Why? You want to sell organ? No, yeah. Why you have connection with Cambodia? Cannot connection with Cambodia. Huh? Right? The kidnapper can also kidnap the rich one, then also take the ransom, then sell the organ. Alright, anyway. So most of you will catch the rich one, right? Depends, huh? I like the answer, I like the answer. I like the answer. Good. Wow, we clear, really know depends. Give her clap, everyone. Alright, okay, good. So yeah, one guy want to kidnap the poor one. Alright, anyway. So if you keep most of the time, the government produce police force for you. Police force, you know. They give you police service, right? You can call, right? What's the number to call? 993. Okay. Who will use more? The rich or the poor? Rich or poor will use police force more. The poor, why? Huh? Why? Because rich hire the murderer, then straight away kill all the kidnappers. So who will call police more? Normally? Who will get robbed more? Who will get kidnapped more? Who will get steal? Like the thief went in their house and steal stuff more. The rich man. Okay, makes sense. So they use police more. So the rich consume more. Does it make sense to all of you? Okay, cool. That's why even you produce for all, the higher wages and salaries still get more. They consume more stuff. Right? Make sense? Make sense? Okay, can Now, what are the advantages for socialism country? The advantages, no phones, no phones. Keep your phones in the pocket. Don't want to see phones on the table. Very disgusting. One of the advantages of socialism is production are not for motive. Not for what motive? Profit. Right? The factories will just produce based on what the government wants. Makes sense. If you want me to produce 1,000 nails, I produce 1,000 nails for you. Right? They don't have profit motive. Because of that, they will not tend to reduce the quality of the product because there's no profit. The government will pay them anyway. Right? They will not tend to produce different stuff based on profit. There's no profit. Okay. Second, there's a greater tendency to produce both public and private goods. Right. Public goods is something like this one, but actually those are not public goods, right? Public goods, right? They are more towards the another type of goods that we're not going to cover in here, right? Right. And public goods are like other stuff like street lighting, traffic lights, right? Traffic lights. They will produce more, right? And married goods are something that's good for you, but you don't know. All these are in my notes, in my notes behind. The slides between 60 to 73, they are all the terms up. You can refer yourself. What are married goods and what are public goods? I'm not going to cover in our syllabus. All right. Make sense so far? Because if there are market system, right? They will not produce roads, no, to be honest, because they cannot charge you for the roads, except for highways, right? How many of you, if you build a road, like Ian, hey James, can you help me to slap him? He almost falls asleep already. Oh. I don't know. You want to fix slap, real slap, up to you. Tight slap, right? Okay. No slap. Okay. Stand up. You stand up. Stand up. Stand up first. Raise up a hand. Okay. Then swing to the left. Swing to the left. Hardly. Harder. Like that. There's not considered slapping, right? Do you agree? Swing only. I ask you to do some exercise. Right. So there's a greater tendency to produce both. What I want to say? Oh, in market system, they will not produce roads. Right? Anyone will build a road, then in front of traffic light, you hey, pay me 50 cents. Pay me 50 cents in front of traffic light. Hey, I built the road. Why do you want to pay me? I cannot earn the profit one. Cannot. Very hard. That's why if it's a private sector, they will not build the road. Right? You unless you are like the one selling mango lah. Mango, give me 10 ringgit, mango along the road lah. Then maybe you can collect a few tolls toll fees right? Impossible. Disadvantage for socialism. Consumers, they don't have choices, right? Their standard of living is very low. They are unable to choose, right? For example, they cannot choose to be late for the. Otherwise, they will get death penalty. Yeah, right. The woman cannot choose to wear skirt shorter than their knee. Otherwise, they will get imprisonment. Right? Make sense? So they don't have choices in socialism countries. Make sense? Okay. Oh, they cannot even buy the electric cooker no, in North Korea. You know that? There's another scene right in the North Korea drama, right? They had to hide the electric cooker, no? That makes sound. Right? You see this, that's why I love this drama. It depicts so many crash landing on you, hiding rice cooker scene. Right? Here.
모자라니 때 누가 기딴 걸 사러 다니단
Wait, let me
말입니까?
start again.
모자라니 때 누가 기딴 걸 사러 다니단 말입니까? 명백한 모략입니다.
It's a conspiracy if you're a rice cooker. Again, one more time.
모자라니 때 누가 기딴 걸 사러 다니단 말입니까? 명백한 모략입니다.
취사가 완료되었습니다. 답을 잘 들어주세요.
Okay, in North Korea, you cannot even buy a rice cooker, right? You have to use some illegal way to buy a rice cooker. So you don't have choice. You have to cook rice using the traditional way, right? I bet all of you cannot survive because you don't know how to cook rice in the tradition, right? Do you know how to lead a fire in the forest? Okay,
It's like the
you don't have lighter? No, they don't have lighter. They don't have lighter. How die? Oh, the US throw an EMP to a country. All of you die already. Lucky I can still survive. You know what's EMP? EMP, you know what's EMP? It's worse than nuclear bomb. EMP, magnetic pulse. Right? Everything like goes in up. The entire area don't have electricity. Die all of you. First of all, without phone, die already. Number 4, they not survive. Number 2, there will be lack of innovation. Right? Because they produce whatever the government asks, they don't have profit, so they don't have innovation one. Right? Just imagine the government always give you 1,000 ringgit per month, like your parents give you 1,000 ringgit, 10,000 ringgit per month, right? Give you a black credit card. Will you want to innovate? Will you want to study hard? What do you think? No. Hey, my parents give me until I'm 60 years old. Why do I need to study? I come here to show face only, to show my face, sleeping face. In front of a classroom, I just come here to show, or maybe I get a chance to step my friends, that's all. Right, I come here just to step people. Maybe some people have this mentality, right? Lack of innovation. So this is the website to show the economic freedom. It's quite cool because we can see all the different types of countries. I'll put this underneath your team's week 3. Virus should be week 2. We are really lag behind our schedule, right? So I will just show you Cuba. The rest of the economic freedom index, it is known as economic freedom index. This shows how advanced or how free are your country lah. So in here, right, the Cuba, right, you can see overall Cuba score is 24.3 out of 100. Is it high or low? High or low? Low, right? Property rights is 31.7% only. Judicial effectiveness is 15.5%. This is where you come in, right? Because he want to sell kidney, right? Chances are he's going to get out of the jail very soon because he has money. Because judicial effectiveness is very low, right? 84.5%, he's going to get out of jail in one day, right? Government integrity, 36.6%, not bad, still higher than your country, right? So business freedom is only 41%, labor freedom 20%, monetary freedom 15%, right? Very low. How to close this? Right? Freedom score is so low. Why? Because blah 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 previously is I put here better. Too hard to see this one. Right? Previously, because it is a communism country, right? Dictator rule. Okay, makes sense. After that, they repress the protest, blah blah blah. Then they get a little bit of freedom, but still very lack of freedom. Property score is below the average, right? Government size, the tax is 50%. All this stuff. So you can read yourself. So, oh, just now you say how many countries? How many countries we have? 197, man. I keep on thinking it's 196. Let me check. How many countries we have? Taiwan is a country, ah?
Yes.
According to China, no lah. Okay, even Taiwan is country is 196, man. Nonsense like you, right? 195, 196 countries. Cuba is ranked 20, 175, very behind. So they're considered socialism, right? Make sense? Make sense? So you can use Cuba, you can use North Korea, you can use all these that have a very bad ranking behind. We all the countries behind. So we can see behind as long as what's the first? First is Singapore lah.
West Malaysia.
Malaysia, I don't know say lah. Right, Singapore lah, first one. That one is capitalism country. Weird, huh? Just one Johor Strait, right? Difference, one Johor Strait difference. How come their integrity is so high? Our integrity is so low. Anyway, let's continue. Second type is capitalism. Capitalism is normally we use US to represent, right? They're privately owned, and the resources are allocated based on demand and supply, free market, right? Okay, make sense? So like Singapore, even US now is lag behind, to be honest. To be honest, if you want to put example for capitalism, better put Singapore and Switzerland. Right, Singapore and Switzerland is the best. Singapore, Switzerland. Make sense? Right? US is not really high actually. But normally you will associate US with the length of freedom. So they still use US for example. Right? Actually US is, well, where is US? US is where? 25. 35. 35, 25. Malaysia, never mind. Not important country. Right, anyway. Okay, so these are the examples. These are the examples that you should use. Okay. What to produce? They use price mechanism to produce. What is price mechanism? Basically, they produce based on price. That's all. Right? Adam Smith, Invisible Hand. Adam Smith is the godfather of economics. Right? He's the one that created the entire economics subject. So if you want to blame why I asked my friend to slap me, if you want to blame, don't blame me, blame Adam Smith. Because Adam Smith is the one that created this content. Then you make you fall asleep. Then your friend slap you. So it's all Adam Smith's fault, not my fault. Makes sense?
Right.
Huh? No lah. You can go and dig his grave lah. Go on. Right. Okay. Price mechanism shows what? Price mechanism shows if the price is high, the producer will produce more. Very simple concept, right? Price is high means what? Everyone want to buy my product. That's why the price become high. So I produce more. So I allocate my resources to produce this. Right? If price is low, not good, lor. Not good, I use red color to represent. Right? Producers will produce less. So this is price mechanism. Based on the price, I allocate the resources to produce what you want. Right? Makes sense. Right? If all of you want to vape right now, the producers will use all the resources to produce vape. Wow, listen to vape, suddenly wake up, Ian. Just now you're sleeping on, right? Well, you need to vape right now, is it? No. How to produce? Because they are profit minded, they always use the lowest cost to produce for free market system. Right? And for whom to produce? Both. The low and high is wrong. Cannot write that. You have to write they produce for the high income group, those who can pay. Okay? Both is for the socialism. Okay? They only produce for those who can pay, the high income group normally. Makes sense. If it is pure 100% free market system. Advantages for this. More importantly, the production is dictated by consumer demand. Whatever you want, you can buy. Right? Okay. And they are very quick in response to different changes in the market. Right? They're very quick in response to changes in the market. Right? For example, long time ago, when you're not born yet, they play this card known as Yu-Gi-Oh! Then they produce Yu-Gi-Oh! For you because you want, you want Yu-Gi-Oh! After that, they play what? Vanguard. Right, Vanguard cards. Cards. Right? Then they produce Vanguard cards, something like that. After that, the trend is over, they produce other stuff. What they produce? Pokemon cards. Still Pokemon. Okay? Pokemon cards. Right? Long time ago, Doraemon is very popular. Do you know Doraemon? Because your generation Z, maybe you don't know what is Doraemon. Doraemon? So they produce a lot of Doraemon plushies. Doraemon. Huh? Here. Wait. Too nervous. Long time I don't draw this. Right. Then they draw Doraemon plushies for you. Hey, they produce Doraemon plushies. Right. After that, then suddenly Squid Game. Squid Game come. Wow, this one is easy. Just put a face like that with a triangle, sell already. Now they produce what? I don't know. So they are very quick in producing this type of trending stuff. Makes sense. Respond to what you want. Okay, makes sense? Squid Game is the best, I feel. Triangle, square, settle, right? So this is one of the advantage. Make sense? However, of course, there are also disadvantage. The disadvantages are what? The production is for profit. So it's not good. They only produce for the rich. The rich will get more. Right? The rich will get more of all the goods. Number two, there will be a tendency of overproducing for the rich. For example, if your countries mostly are rich, they will produce more Rolls Royce, more Lamborghini, Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, Aston Martin. They will not produce Perodra. What is Perodra? They don't know. Because they never heard this car before. Right? Because they catered more for the rich. Right? Another disadvantage is because whatever you want, they can buy. That's why this guy came to place. What's your name, really?
Me.
Eden. Eden can sell all things to you. You know what I mean? If your grandmother, your grandmother has a liver failure, a rich guy, no face, you know. If my grandmother has a liver failure, then I cannot save my grandmother. So what I do? I buy liver from that guy now. Makes sense. I can buy. Why? Because as long as I have money, I can get the product. So this is disadvantage, right? Do you want Eden?
Eden.
Eden. Do you want Eden to explain the entire process of buying and selling organs? What's the price? Can you list out the price? For the cornea, for liver, for intestine, what are the price? Is it per kilo? Huh? Right, disadvantage. The last type is the most common type. It's known as the mixed economy system, right? 90% of the countries are in mixed economy system. Take note, okay? It will be in your test and all this. It will be in your test, no. Don't take this lightly, you know, right? You don't believe, you ask them, right? So mixed economy system is the combination of capitalism and socialism together, right? They have ownership rights, which means you can own a house. At the same time, their government will rule. Government will control what type of house you can own, for example, right? They allocate their resources based on the market and government intervention. So this one is the easiest. Why? If you remember the first two, this one will just be the combination of the first two. What to produce? The government produce the basic stuff. The market produce the other stuff. Makes sense. Makes sense. The government produce what for you? What are the basic stuff for you? What are free for you? Water. Free. Water is free. Wow. Huh? Education is free for you. Primary school and secondary school, unless you go for international. They also have market, so you can opt for international school, for example, basic, right? Medicine, almost free, 1 ringgit for clinic kesehatan. You can also opt for private clinic. These are the two how to produce. Make sense? How to produce most efficient is used by the government, but they are always not efficient, right? And lowest cost method is used by the private sector. For whom to produce? Or again, the higher wages will get more, because the government also produces for the poor and the rich, right? Make sense? The advantages for the mixed economy is there will be greater equality in the distribution of wealth. This one is nonsense one for me. All this stuff, right, ladies and gentlemen, although we are in the mixed economy system, all this stuff that I can share with you is governed by the government. You know what I mean? Whatever I say, all the syllabus, we need to go through the approval of government. Right? So they say it's good advantage. You just follow advantage, right? Don't go and write this is disadvantage. Later government go and catch you. Right? You're not like your ex-prime minister. Can apply for leave, go to Araya, go Singapore, visit my daughter, then come back on. Not right. Unless you also have privileges. Right? Distribution of income for family. Sorry, I talk a lot of bad about my government. I'm so sorry about that. Anyone politician kids? Oh, anyone politician kids? So forgot to ask this in the first class. Oh, because first class are not here. Forgot to ask. Any politician kids here? DM me. If you want to stay low profile, DM me. At least I know what to speak and what not to speak. Because I'm very worried also. Because I don't like to be like name, you know. Every day go into prison, visit, then come out, visit prison, come out, visit prison, come out. Okay. Okay. So this one is like the what do we mean by distribution of income? Because they will tax the rich on, then they subsidize the poor. This is nonsense. How much they subsidize the poor? 500 ringgit people, 200. That's the subsidy. You can become better. Poor people 200 ringgit. Important. Alright, nonsense. Government can regulate many economic activities to achieve efficiency. This one, they feel that it's good, then they subsidize, so they feel right. Maybe they are drunk. Oh, I feel that this alcohol is good. maybe we should subsidize the alcohol when they have a meeting. So they regulate. Government will take action by modifying tax and subsidies, also using tax and subsidies. If it's bad, they will tax, right? They say vaping is bad, so they tax them, right? Make sense? Something like that. Any question on the advantages? No? Last one is disadvantages before we move on to chapter 2 in our next hour. Disadvantages. Not all the problems can be solved. Even they want to subsidize you, right? They don't subsidize a lot, right? For example, fuel price increase. Do they subsidize more or less? Regardless of more or less, who get more? Rich or poor?
Rich.
Who has more cars? Rich or poor has more car?
Rich.
Just like I show you what, ladies and yeah, rich or? The poor has what? Bicycle and walking, I need to use fuel. Ah. You subsidize the fuel for who? For those who have cars, ma. Make sense, right? So my subsidized strategy is also wrong. Ma. Even I say I want to tax the rich and subsidize the poor, right? Okay. So that one is the second point. Any question for chapter 1? No? Let's have a break. After that, we're going to go to chapter 2.